I would encourage you to join the discussion on the David Pakman Show subreddit. We are just so close to 30,000 of our viewers and listeners being subscribed to the subreddit. Find it at davidpakman.com/Reddit. Some interesting posts from this morning. One article lets us know that creationism can be taught as science in Arkansas classrooms, according to what lawmakers there are saying. And indeed, it is horrifying. House Bill 1701 has passed the House in Arkansas, which will allow the teaching of creationism as science for kindergarten through 12th grade. Kindergarten through 12th grade, not in religious studies, mind you, as science. It now goes to the Senate. I don't know if it will pass the Senate, but this is very, very ugly. We talk about education on the program quite a bit, and I point out that while it would be great to deal with some elements of the educational problems federally, in the United States, much of education is decided at the state level by state boards of state boards of education. And this is one such example. It's absolutely horrible. We will see what the Senate does, state Senate in Arkansas, but at least the state House saying, yeah, creationism, that belongs in science class, which is a horrifying situation. Another post on the subreddit about the latest police shooting says, in the Army, there's no such thing as an accidental discharge. There are only negligent discharges, saying the Army is very lenient when it comes to mistakes made in the heat of the moment. But if a soldier failed to do his or her duty by ensuring they employed the correct weapon, and that negligence resulted in a death, the soldier would be facing non-judicial punishment as a bare minimum, but likely a court-martial. That soldier's supervisor would also be held accountable. Why aren't cops held to the same standard? Well, understand, as is pointed out in the thread, that there are ways in which the military actually has higher standards than domestic U.S.-based police forces. And this often relates to use of force. But yeah, as I said earlier this week, I believe from the video that the officer in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, did not intend to shoot the victim. But that doesn't make it an accident where we say, let's just walk away from this thing. It was an accident. It's negligence when, as an officer, as a police officer, you don't need to know much about, for example, astrophysics, but you do need to know whether you've got the taser or the gun. That seems like a fundamental part of policing. She has been charged now with second-degree manslaughter, and we'll talk about that more on the bonus show and see what that is likely going to look like. One other thing, Bread for All, user Bread for All posted, does David Pakman the First of the David Pakman Show on YouTube and elsewhere actually have a middle name? I do not. And what distinguishes me from the other David Pakman, the venture capitalist who we've had on the show, is he has a middle name. And I do not. But no, I have no middle name, and I want to be publicly fully known that is the case. Okay, join the discussion, whether it's about police shootings or my middle name. It's all valid on the subreddit, which you can find at davidpakman.com/REDDIT.